Assalamu alaikum. Hello, children. Here is a story for all of you. This is a book. You see that? My Dadima Wears a Sari. It is written by Kashmira Seth and illustrated by a Japanese artist. Her name is Yoshiko. And I am reading this story because, when my granddaughters were very young, they also used to ask me this question, Dadima, why do you wear a sari? Okay, so this book is about the Dadi who wears a sari every day, and so do I. So let's see. This child is saying that my Dadima wears the sari around the house and even when she's going out, and she wears them made out of cotton. She wears them made out of silk. She sometimes tucks the pallus, and this is a pallu. This is called a pallu, right? So she sometimes tucks it tightly, and sometimes she just lets it dance in the breeze. Let me show you the lovely pictures. Here they are. Okay. So it's a big book, so I'm going to try and read it fast. Keep up. Your saris are beautiful, Dadima, I say one day, but don't you get tired of wearing them? Never, Rupa, Dadima says. Don't you ever want to wear a grey skirt and a red blouse with round buttons like Mummy does? I ask. Or a green dress like me? I never do, Dadima says. What about pants with pockets and a shirt with a scarf around your neck? Don't you ever feel like wearing them? I say. Honestly, Dadima answers, I never thought about it. Why not? I want to know, because a sari is a sari and I can do so much with it, she says. What can you do with a sari? I ask. Suppose you and I are sitting out on the porch and it gets hot, Dadima says. Then we can keep cool. She begins to fan the two of us with the end of her sari. Oh, I see. That's nice. If we go to the beach and collect seashells, we can wrap the shells in my sari, Dadima says. Like this? I ask. I make a pouch with the end of her sari. Yes, Dadima answers. What else? You can see that here? Okay. All right. If I show you each and every picture, then the time will be up. So I'll try not to. Suppose we go for a walk and it begins to rain. Dadima says, I can make an umbrella. And right then she covers both our heads with her sari. I like the feel of it, light and cool as a breeze. I know what else we can do with your sari, Dadima, I tell her. What else? She asks. Remember the Gir jungle you told me about, the one you went to when you were a little girl with all the lions, leopards and snakes? Of course I do, Dadima says. Imagine we are in the jungle. I say. She closes her eyes and puts her hands over them like that. I see the deep dark jungle, she says. When we go in the jungle, you have to make sure to wear your leopard print sari. I say. Then you can wrap me up in it too, so no animals will attack us. I'll wrap you up, Dadima promises. And then if we are caught in a storm and all we can find is some muddy water, we can strain it through your pallu. I go on. Then we will have clean water to drink. I suppose so, Dadima says, wrinkling her nose. She doesn't like that idea very much. If I slip and scrape my knee in the jungle, you can tear away a piece from your sari and tie a bandage to me, on me. I say. I sure can, Dadima says. And if you forget to hug me, Dadima, I can tie a knot in your sari to remind you. Just then, my little sister Neha comes to find me. Rupa, Rupa, where are you? She calls. I decide to play a game with Neha. Quickly, I cover myself with Dadima's sari. While I am hiding under there, I make a secret knot in the corner of her pallu. That way, Dadima will remember to give me a hug. You see that? She's making a knot. Okay. Let's move on. What happens? I found you, Rupa. Neha says, my turn to hide. I come out and Neha hides under the pallu. Dadima, did your Dadima wear a sari too? I ask. Yes, Dadima answers. And so did my Dadima's Dadima. Neha pokes her head out. When I grow up, will you make me a sari? She asks. You and Rupa can wear my saris, Dadima says. But they won't fit, Neha says. She looks sad. A sari can fit anyone. Dadima tells her, come with me. We all go to Dadima's room. Dadima takes out a bright yellow sari, like this one, from her closet. Unfold this, she says. Neha and I unfold and unfold some more. But this is just a lot of cloth, I say, shaking my head. That's right, Dadima says. A sari is a long piece of material that you wrap around yourself in a special way. Can you show us more saris? I ask. More saris? More saris? Okay, Dadima takes out many saris. Some are soft, some are stiff, some are bright, some are light, some are fancy, some are plain. Which one is your favorite, Dadima? I ask. I like all of them, Dadima says, but I have 3 special saris. Dadima takes out a pale yellow sari with rainbow colored dots. This one is a half sari. It is special because it was my first sari. A half sari is worn with a skirt. Okay, next she picks up a pink sari as soft as Neha's cheeks. I wore this sari on the plane when I came from India to America, she says. Then Dadima shows Neha and me a sari that shimmers. It is red with a pallu stitched in gold. This is my wedding sari, she whispers. It is so beautiful, I say. It is, indeed, she agrees. Can you show us how to wrap a sari? I ask. I want sari, Neha says, tugging at Dadima's pallu. Dadima puts the sari with polka dots on Neha and the soft pink one on me. My 2 favorite saris for my 2 granddaughters. I also have 2 granddaughters. Dadima says, her smile fills her face like the big round moon fills the sky. Dressed in our saris, all 3 of us stand in front of the mirror. Dadima draws her sari over her head, making a snug frame around her face. Neha and I do the same. Our eyes twinkle in the mirror like the golden threads in Dadima's wedding pallu. We look like you, Dadima, I say. Yes, she says, taking Neha and me in her arms. Very much so. I hug Dadima back. Then I untie the secret knot that I made in the sari. You see that? All 3 of them. Okay, children. So I hope you liked it. And saris were worn in the Indian subcontinent and also like what we have Pakistan now for thousands of years. So it is an old garment that women have always used. All right. Khuda Hafiz.